Are you stuck here and you don't seem to have any progress? Then this video is for you.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Mitalha and I welcome you on my channel. And in today's video, I'm gonna talk to you about my front split progress. You know guys, I've been stuck on my front split for a few months and I don't seem to have any progress. And what I'm doing to achieve my front split since I may have hit the plateau. So in today's video, I'm gonna talk to you about my front split. So in order to watch this video, kindly subscribe to my channel, watch this video till to the end and you might understand how to achieve front split if you may have hit the plateau. Or I have just hit the plateau, so I'm trying to bust this plateau and I'm trying to achieve my middle split. So it will also help you if you are struggling with your front split or overall flexibility, because I know that flexibility sucks. When you cannot improve, you are really demotivated. So without further delay, let's get started. So before I tell you what I'm doing for my front split, let me tell you how long I have been stretching my front split. Well, I've been stretching my front split since 2021. I started stretching in 2021. Before that, I was not flexible. Honestly speaking, I could not even touch my toes. So in 2021, I started my flexibility journey. And now I've become so much flexible and I'm so much glad I can do front split, I can do back bend, I can do handstand, and I'm so much glad. Just avoid this noise. I know that it really distracts you guys, but my neighbors are kind of very noisy people. Middle split is kind of easy. Maybe my hips are more flexible than hip flexors, therefore I cannot do front split and I can do middle split easily. So in today's video, I'm going to tell you a few tricks and tricks that I'm doing in order to achieve my front split. Basically, there are three main reasons what I actually assume. Therefore, I do not have front split yet. The first reason is that I may have hit the plateau. We hit the plateau when our body adjusts to that intensity workout or stretch, and our body is used to that stretch intensity, so our body does not improve any further. To avoid that, what we have to do or what we can do in that scenario, we can actually change stretching techniques, methodologies, intensity, as well as we can do different types of stretching methods like PNF stretching, dynamic stretches, active flexibility, static flexibility. We just have to change our routine a little bit so that our body can improve further. So the first reason is that plateau, and the second reason is that I'm not stretching my hip flexors enough. This is the number one reason. Therefore, you cannot do front split. Front split depends on hip flexibility. Hip flexibility by means hip flexor flexibility and hamstring flexibility. If you are lacking hip flexors flexibility or hamstring flexibility, you cannot do front split. So to have front split, you are supposed to have flexible hip flexors as well as hamstrings. I may not be stretching my hip flexors enough, therefore I may not have front split yet. This might be the reason, because where I can assume I only stretch my hip flexors 3 minutes every other day, so it might not be enough for my body. So what I'm supposed to do, I need to increase intensity of my flexibility. And the third reason is that I'm not giving enough time to my front split, because I've been so much busy with my daily routine, like my university, my study, and other stuff like personal life. So therefore, I cannot give enough time to my flexibility because mostly I have off days from flexibility. Therefore, I cannot have any progress. That could also be the reason. So to consider everything, I need to change my stretching routine. So what I'm doing currently, first of all, I know that I have hit the plateau, and I'm now actually stretching every other day that I usually do, because I stretch my back one day, another day I stretch my legs. So I am stretching my legs every day. And so second thing I'm doing, I have increased hip flexor stretch. I'm trying to stretch my hip flexors so much so that they can increase flexibility. And there is a technique we actually back out, like we actually bend our back and we actually lift the stretch from our hip flexors and we stretch our back more than our hip flexors. So we also have to be very mindful when it comes to hip flexor stretch. And the third technique that I'm doing here, I'm doing PNF stretch. When you cannot improve your flexibility, try to use different techniques, different methods of stretching that I always recommend to everyone, that if you are not seeing any improvement, start having other types of techniques, stretch methods that will help you to meet your goals. So I'm using PNF strategy to have my front split. So what I'm doing, I simply go down as far as I can go in front split, and then I place yoga blocks there and I hold the stretch there for 30 seconds. That level is my comfortable level. I can easily hold the stretch there, but I do it for 30 seconds. Then I remove one yoga block and I try to push myself a little bit further, and I hold that stretch for 30 seconds again, and then I remove the last block and I hold the stretch for 30 seconds. So this technique is called peanut stretch. You actually tire the muscles there and you encourage the muscles to go further. So in that technique, you are trying to improve your flexibility a little further. I feel like this technique is really helping me out, and this stretch is also helping me to avoid extra pain. When I do front split, it really sucks so much. I feel so much pain in my hip flexors. I feel like I just want to get out of this front split. But again, for improvement, I have to stick with it. So since I've been following this strategy, I feel like it is really helping me to get down in my front split and I can see progress. Before I could not touch my calf muscles on the floor, but now I can easily touch my calf muscle on the floor, and I feel like I can actually progress further and I can achieve my middle splits in 3 to 4 months. I know guys, flexibility really takes time. The purpose of this video is to encourage you, motivate you if you are demotivated towards your flexibility and you have stuck with your flexibility level. So don't worry, you don't have to be discouraged. Flexibility really takes time. It does not happen overnight. It takes years, months before you see any progress. So if you are very serious about flexibility training, I recommend you stick to it. Start stretching today and stretch yourself every day and try to incorporate different techniques, and those techniques will certainly help you to meet your goals. So that is it for today. I hope you find this video helpful. If you have hit the plateau, you might be able to bust that plateau with the help of this video. Until then, stay flexible. Bye.